We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit. How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow. We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit. How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow. My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Don't tell me I overdid it this time.
seem super invested in this whole thing, Sweet Lolly.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never—
But Montluçon said the two of you were close friends.
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Weedsealing's School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation. Defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Weedsealing's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. As my rival, Weedsealing only had one achievement that surpassed. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me.
Oh.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. Excuse you? Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering?
Excuse me, Great Shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Weedsealing used a mysterious color.
That's just your
Weedsealing was one of the most.
That's the biggest problem. A technique that powerful.
Our students are keeping it a secret.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask.
Of course it took place.
You'll have to excuse him. Some people.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate. Neither side was able to offer anything useful.
Weedsealing was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an— we should check with the students from her—
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go—
Is there a problem?
Most of Weedsealing's students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue—
Miss Sitlali seems rather reluctant to help. Maybe you could talk to her a bit more. I'll reward you for the trouble.
Got a problem? Like I said, take it up with my employer.
Settle down!
Natlan's history is full of intriguing mysteries. It's too bad I can't talk to those priests myself.
The weather's fine and I'm feeling great. Gotta pick a good date. Gotta pick the right location.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Gotta pick the right location. Gotta pick a good date.
Once you've put pen to paper, there's no turning back.
The weather's fine and I'm feeling great. Gotta pick the right location. Gotta pick a good date.
Once you've put pen to paper, there's no turning back.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run!
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the Traveler and her companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Huitziling.
Huh. So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run!
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Citlali?
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head! I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? Huh, no one has the guts for that. You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief!
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitziling, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Whew! Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side. Hi there, Elder Tlapo! Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me. hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomi-Sor elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was with Celine's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other. She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
Did someone call me just now?
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them...
Hey there, Chief Biram! Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed.
I'm just...
Actually, we have good news!
I'm all...
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Huitziline's claim to fame?
True, but...
Is that so?
Hey, don't
Forgive me.
Paimon said you've been trying to...
It is my duty.
Why bother?
If I may, memory is sacred to our tribe. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny.
I get your point. Of course, the one... no.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured.
You have my thanks, then. If you run into any more...
So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitziline's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatsealing most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheatsealing's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Wheatsealing's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation. That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while what?
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems more hopeless by the second.
Nothing we can do about that.
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend to be false, that's still a worthwhile result. Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest in this as well. I'm drawn to matters of historical truth.
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That's understandable. But based on our progress, I'd say this is a dead end. Instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a different approach. I'll try to think of another way to help you.
Respected traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised. You shall have it in full. Extra, if that's what it takes.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far, it kinda seems like there's unresolved tension between you two.
You think so?
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop, and never told you about her biggest accomplishment. By figuring out the truth behind the battle, maybe we can finally help you get closure.
Closure? I'd say we're 200 years too late. But fine, if you want to keep investigating, be my guest.
Ah, that's wonderful news.
Alright, let's go visit the Shaman family!
Gotta pick the right location. Gotta pick a good date. Gotta pick the right location.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Once you've put pen to paper, there's no turning back.
Hello, are you Asia Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh? Granny Eatsley!
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my...
Man, this is generation...
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa...
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your...
Okay, so your family studied under Huitzili.
Yes. Although, that pretty much... The techniques my family learned from Huitzilian didn't have much practical... Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful out... Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Huitzilian was a genius.
Do you know which techniques were...
I'm not sure.
Just think about it for a sec.
Decide the outcome of... Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. You might have better luck asking one of the...
Well, looks like we're back with...
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place.
All we have are non-witness accounts.
Then we have to keep...
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Yeah, you know about...
Not a lot, but there's something Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but... And of course, the Battle of Seven...
We don't need another story. We need something concrete. Does no one in your tribe...
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but... The story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's Huitzilian's personal... For example, in the version...
That means you can tell us where to find it. Have you...
Unfortunately not.
I studied maps of Natland before we left, Monsieur Mont.
Could your...
It's unlikely. In the words of my grandfather...
If Huitzilin's version of events...
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostek cave?
Oh, yes? Can I...
It's been more than 200 years.
What do you mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostek cave is what it was...
Precisely when Huitzilin was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, once we get there, the evidence we need should be...
Just when we thought...
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Wait, Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're a huge fan of light novels, right, Sweet Lolly? Maybe he could get you some that are out of print.
Really?
Out of print, huh?
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power is a must. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several editions have gone to print, but
I see.
there's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired. Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition not too long ago.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that.
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known work.
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement.
Once we get there...
Well, I'm sure Miss...
Have you even looked at the
well... What do you think, Traveler? Okay, well...
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait?
Great shamans have That's only because I haven't...
All right, as Miss...
Sorry. I just wanted to ask, is Granny Eatsley satisfied with my answer?
Yeah, of course. You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost... She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200...
Well, thanks for today, Sweet Lolly.
That's quite considerate of you.
Wait, didn't you say you had
What did you think I...
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past...
No, I've had enough... Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind-reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work...
Gotta pick the right location. Gotta pick a good date.